Hello. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, you're doing good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
Well, hey, welcome to the Amoni.
The Amoni and Tony show.
I don't even remember the name. It's been so long.
I know.
Aw, I've missed you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Tony and Amoni show.
Tony and Amoni, a special show. It's kind of special. Here we go. Tony, Amoni, special Christmas show. Tony, Amoni, special Christmas show.
Yes. Special holiday / music edition kind of thing.
Yeah, we're doing our top 10 list from 2015.
What we listened to.
Yeah, you call it 2015? 2015?
2015? 2015?
Yeah.
Either way.
I think it should be 2015.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
It's mandated, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I came up with a list inspired by your list.
Oh, inspired, okay. Okay.
So yeah, I noticed you did a list,
Yeah.
and so of course, had to put my own 2 cents.
Yeah.
So I
Or more.
posted. So
2
I
cents or
posted
2.
my list,
Yeah.
top 10, and we've been doing this for the last couple years.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kinda
we
fun.
like to break it down,
Well, we listen to a lot of music,
We do.
and it's nice to share. I know not everybody has the time to check out the new music and
Yeah,
everything, so
yeah.
so these are just albums that came out in 2015.
Yes. Yes.
And,
yeah, did you? Is yours in any particular order, or do you
No.
just kind of
Not
Me
really.
neither. I used to do it kind of in like an order, but honestly, I'm not that picky about. I mean, there's.
It would be hard to it's hard enough. I mean, you and I went back and forth, and you know this, but it was really tough for me to narrow it down to 10.
Yeah.
I kept thinking, there's no way I'm gonna have to do like some
Right.
random number,
Some kind of
maybe 15 for
maybe like a
2015,
spreadsheet or something.
yeah, spreadsheet, colored
Kind of
graph,
a
bar
little
graph.
PowerPoint presentation.
But I think I got it down to like 18, and I thought, okay, I can do 18, and then it was just so fun, like having the challenge,
Yeah.
that I further.
Well, and then there's
Whittle
the
is that
whittling.
whittling?
Whittling.
So I further whittled wood.
Yeah.
I further whittled the list, and I got it down to 10.
Yeah.
And I was a little surprised myself by it, but it was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think it's solid. I think it's solid. So before we get into our list, what did you think of the year in music as a whole? Maybe compared to other.
It's always
years.
Interesting. I don't know if there were some great records that came out. I don't know if some years it's like an embarrassment of riches. Like there's so many great records that came out, and I don't know if there were too many like classics that came out that I'll be listening to, for years and years. Because I look back to I'd always make like mixes, even going back like 15, 20 years.
Sure.
For friends and stuff, like end of the year mixes, and it's funny. Like every once in a while, I'll find one, in a box somewhere,
Yes.
In my closet, and it's funny to see like some of the bands that were really great. Like I listened to their record a lot, and then I can't even remember anything about. They're just
Right?
kind of like the flavor of the moment, and,
Yes.
and then there's some that I still listen to that are 10 or 15 years later that I still.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
what's so much fun about music is that it does kind of recollect a certain time period.
Yeah.
A lot of it is like that, so it can be kind of sentimental.
Yeah,
And then a lot of it's long lasting. So yeah.
of course.
Now, I think 2015 was a pretty good year for independent music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the indie pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. a lot of bands that I respect a lot put out some albums and in the indie scene.
Okay.
And some good collaborations and things.
All right.
So I don't know. I liked it.
I know you're a big fan of Spotify, and I am as well. And I know that there's mixed feelings on that in terms of musicians, like supporting musicians, and how the fact that they really don't make any money. They make some money, but it's negligible. But for me, I use Spotify mostly as a discovery tool. They have a really great feature, and it's literally called Discover, and they will, based on what you listen to, they'll recommend stuff. Well, you listen to this, Kendrick Lamar record. Well, here are some things, and there are some that I've listened to before and I've heard of, but there's also some artists that I never would have discovered had it not been for them. And then eventually I end up buying their stuff. So for me,
and a couple are on my list that I did that I thank Spotify for.
Yeah.
One or two are definitely made the list, and Spotify knows me so well.
Yeah, I used to depend on friends. Now I just depend on Spotify Robot.
It is pretty amazing, though. Yeah, Discover Weekly.
Yeah.
And no, they really do a great job. And I do enjoy Spotify, and I have bought more records. I know we talked about this before, but I definitely have bought more records due to Spotify because, it's things I wouldn't have listened to normally, and so it encourages me to go out and get more music based on, what they're turning me on to. And I got on Spotify this morning, and Moby had been listening to David Bowie.
Hey.
How about that?
Hey.
So then I thought, okay, I'll listen too. I want to be cool like Moby.
Listen with Moby.
It's a great album. I don't know. Can't tell you the name of it. Smile or something? No,
vegan egg product or whatever the hell he eats. In the morning.
That's right. He's a cool guy.
I don't know.
That's right. I want to be just like him. So anyway,
hey, yes.
So the first on my list is something that Spotify introduced me to, and it's a duo out of Sweden called Pale Honey.
Ooh.
A couple young hot ladies.
Okay.
And just kind of great.
Jam. Okay.
Yeah, just great melodic, kind of toned down instrumentals.
Is it more electronic or acoustic or a little bit of both elements?
The new buzz. I don't know if this is buzz actually, but I was going to say buzzword.
Screw it, we'll call it buzz. It's Tony and Amoni. This is our new buzzword.
That's right. Dream pop.
Dream pop. Yeah.
And I have a few of the dream pops on my list here.
Yeah.
So I'll mention some more later. So I don't know. I'm horrible at describing music, to be honest, but
it's terrible.
But I'm good at listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people should give Pale Honey a listen. Their album came out in April, its debut there, and
I do like that
kind of fun.
that genre, dream pop, kind of melodic, kind of mellow, a little bit of electronic elements in there. Some, there's a few different bands out there that kind of have that. And it kind of recalls some of the bands like in the '80s a little bit. It kind of,
that's right,
throws back to that era.
Well, yeah, and it all could be kind of Blondie inspired and things like that. But yeah, it's fun. So what you got? What's your tapper?
Speaking of dream pop, because this is kind of in that genre, that vein. Beach House.
Oh yeah.
Which is a great band. They've been around for a while. They put out 2 records this year. I have Depression Cherry, which was the first one that they put out on my top 10, and it's just it's a great melodic, just a beautiful record. They put 2 out, and was one of them on your list?
Yeah.
But the other record was on your list.
Yeah. So Thank Your Lucky Stars is on my list.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another dream pop genre thing, like you mentioned. I just think Victoria LeGrand, she's amazing, and they're out of Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
And I enjoy both albums, but I did buy Thank Your Lucky Stars on vinyl, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think Tom Waits put out 2 albums also this year, but
could be. Yeah.
But I still need to give those a listen. So.
Yeah, and I don't think I don't know if I have Thank Your Lucky Stars or not, but I listened to Depression Cherry a lot, and but I really can't compare the two.
They're both great. I think Thank Your Lucky Stars is a little more upbeat.
Yeah. Depression Cherry, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. The title, yes, says it all. No, but and they're a duo, I believe. Victoria LeGrand writes all the lyrics and everything, but but it's like her and a guy, I don't know his name. Well, you're up again because I was
I'm up again.
That was kind of like
we just kind of did a 1-2 there.
That's right.
Did a 1-2.
That's right.
I think like most years, I do really enjoy, and the genre has different names, and it's really nothing, no different than like folk rock or whatever, but it's Americana. They used to call it alternative country back in the 90s, and I don't even know if that genre even sticks anymore, but I
think so.
I have at least a couple choices on my list for that. One of them is Jason Isbell's Something More Than Free, which I have to admit I did not instantly fall in love with it like I did his one that came out, Southeastern, that came out I think in 2013. I think so also. That was like an instant classic for me. This one was more of a grower, Something More Than Free, but it's got some really great songs on it, and I was lucky enough to go see him with a friend of mine down in Nashville at the Ryman Auditorium.
Oh yeah, Tennessee.
And
the Ryman, I heard that's just great.
Oh, it's great. It's like a church, and Hank Williams played there. Johnny Cash had his TV show set there. And it's just, you could just feel the history in there, and but that record is he's just very good at I really don't, I can't play an instrument to save my life, but I really love good writers, and he's just one of those writers who knows how to really tell a story and do it really well, and so that's Isbell.
Yeah, I believe you, and we saw that live on the Two Brothers Summer Festival. Mm-hmm. And his wife's amazing on violin. And I think Jason Isbell's great. That's another one I just need to listen to it more.
Yes, thank you, Chris Baller, for bringing him.
Yes, thank you, Chris Baller.
To Two Brothers.
Who's brought so many. We saw Dickie at Two Brothers, who did not make my top 10 list, but he was close.
He was good, yeah.
Okay, so next up for me is Father John Misty. Do you have this on your list?
Yeah, I do as well.
Okay, so there you go. So it's Father John Misty, I Love You, Honey Bear. Mm-hmm. And I have it on vinyl. Yeah, that's right. And he's just so amazing. I know if some people don't get him, or some people are confused whether he's being ironic or an asshole or whatever, but
probably a little both. But
he's young, and I think he's pretty brilliant, and he's fun. I follow him on Instagram, and he's just always putting up goofy things, and by the comments, I don't think people necessarily get it, but he's fun.
Yeah.
He gets the whole being young and kind of challenging society a little bit thing, I think. Yeah.
Sure.
I enjoy his lyrics.
Yeah.
So he's on your list, so what do you have to say about him? Yeah, he's on my
list. Yeah, no, I love his sense of humor and his ability to kind of it is ironic, and it's kind of biting, but at the same time it's kind of fun, and got to see him live this year.
Oh, amazing!
And that was
such an amazing show.
One of my top 10 that I've ever seen ever. I mean, he really is a showman, and knows how to work a crowd and everything like that. I mean, it was just a real great experience. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Okay, so now it's back to me.
Yeah, back to you. Go ahead. go for it.
So, is it LV or Elvi?
I think it's Elvi, like multiple Elvises.
Okay. So, Elvi. So, yeah, Return to the Moon. Definitely on my top 10 list. And the reason is I just kept coming back to it. I just love it. Just real poppy songs. And I'm still just like, at least once a week listening to it. And that's Matt Berninger.
Right.
And,
from the National.
And Brent Knopf.
No.
We're the worst about pronouncing stuff. Knopf?
Knopf? Right, well.
Yeah. But I really, I like the songs. They're fun. They're kind of dancey, poppy, and something different than the National. But they're still, melodic and pretty beautiful stuff. So, yeah, I just keep coming back to it. It had to make the top 10 list. All the songs really stuck with me.
Next up on my list is Courtney Barnett. Sometimes I sit and think, and sometimes I just sit.
All right, that's also on my list.
It's just great. She's
absolutely amazing.
Kind of has that, that it's pure rock, just almost kind of like a early '90s or mid '90s kind of feel to it, and
she really jams out.
Yeah, she's very wordy and
incredibly so. We saw her in concert and it was unbelievable. She remembers all of her songs.
Yeah, and
she jammed out like I don't know if I've ever seen really in concert before.
Yeah, no, it was
reminiscent of mid '90s kind of Seattle scene or something. And I think she's out of Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think.
Now she's Australian.
She's Australian.
Does she still live in Australia?
I don't know. She
okay.
Might. I don't know.
Well, scratch the Brooklyn thing. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
She's definitely Australian.
She's definitely Australian, very much so. And she's great live. We saw her when we saw Belle and Sebastian up in Milwaukee, and she did an opening set. And the only complaint I had about that is that it was too short.
Right.
I think she did like 6 songs or something, and they were like 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
But she just has great energy and short, she just has a lot of fun up there. So,
oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and the record is awesome.
Yeah, great record.
So yeah, that's what I have on there.
All right, now it's you again.
Oh, it's me again. Okay, we're gonna throw it back at me.
Yeah.
Sufjan Stevens put out another beautiful record this year, Carrie and Lowell, and it's
what a pretty name. I mean, he's just so amazing.
And and it's a little bit it's heavy. It's a bit of a downer, but just beautiful folk stylings and very very simple, but again really really great. It's not this kind of big like with Illinois, which is one of my favorite Sufjan records. That one was like really big and kind of crazy. This one's a little more just a simple beautiful statement. So yeah,
I'm really glad that was on your list because that was kind of off my radar for some reason. I'm not sure why, but when you put it on your list, I've been listening to it ever since, and it is so beautiful and incredible. He's a great artist.
He's good.
And you say it's kind of a downer, but that's the music that I enjoy. So
right, me too. Yeah,
it's all fine with me.
Yeah.
So from Brooklyn now, I have Lady Lamb.
Okay, Lady Lamb. Okay.
Her album After.
Mm-hmm.
I believe her first full length.
Okay.
She's young. She's like in her young 20s, early 20s. And she's not quite a Courtney Barnett. Maybe she's a little more folky.
Okay.
But just intelligent lyrics. Just fun. Her and her guitar. Just kind of belts out the tunes. Great voice.
All right.
Just real enjoyable.
Okay.
It's something you just want to keep returning to. So she's a good one. I would love to see her in concert. I seem to keep missing her. So I'll have to look for her soon.
Well, put that on the list for 2016.
Right? Put it on the list.
Put it on the list. Let's see here. My next one. Which one will we do next? Casey Musgraves, who's almost on the line of being kind of a mainstream country artist, but writes her own stuff, or at least co-writes her own stuff, and it's really great. It's kind of funny. She's like, this super attractive. She's from this town called Golden, Texas, so she's from Texas. Very attractive, very young, and so you'd think that it would just all be about just stupid songs about trucks or whatever, like the typical thing. But it's really she has some really great songs and great melodies, and I mean she's gotten props from people like Willie Nelson, that are championing her. So she's really legit, and her record's called Pageant Material. And
great name.
Yeah, and it was one of those records where she, I don't know, the songs are just really great. So I would, if you feel like venturing into more of a like I said, it's not really, I would definitely not call it your alternative country. It's more of a traditional country or mainstream country, but it's if you like Dwight Yoakam and stuff like that, I mean, I think you could just check her out. She's really good.
I listened to a little bit of her and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun. Not something I'd usually listen to, but right. I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, also on my list from Brooklyn is San Furman.
San Furman. I heard a lot about that.
Their sophomore album, Jackrabbit.
Okay.
This guy it's like an 8-member outfit here, and this guy went to Yale for composing.
Oh.
So
fancy.
Yeah, it is kind of fancy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like orchestra and
okay.
Very, again, like kind of dream pop, indie pop kind of thing.
Okay.
And I believe it's him, and then there's a girl who sings sometimes. But yeah, great stuff, and I'm going to see them in 2016.
Let's see here. Tame Impala.
Oh, yeah. Talk about hip.
Their record Currents. It's, again, very kind of psychedelic. They have, I'm trying to think, this would be their third record out. Their last one, Lonerism, which came out in 2012, I thought was like that was one of my favorite records that year.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's a little different, but it's a grower.
Oh.
Currents is a grower.
I like Tame Impala.
Okay.
They're good.
All right.
I need to listen to the new album more. It's my turn, I guess.
Your turn, yeah.
So Seth Avid and Jessica Lee Mayfield.
Yeah.
They put out Seth Avid and Jessica Lee Mayfield sing Elliott Smith.
Oh. All the Elliott Smith hits.
Well, every song I think he ever did was considered a hit by his fans.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But they put together a really good compilation, and just such sweet voices. They did a really great job. Just bringing just lots of life to his songs,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, really enjoyed it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Little harmonies? Some harmonies in there?
Yeah, when appropriate. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, inappropriate harmonies is really fucking horrible.
They take turns, they sing together, do different things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, great album. I would recommend it to anybody, even someone who's new to Elliott Smith.
Okay.
It definitely honors, his songs. They do a great job.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Kurt Vile on here.
Okay.
Believe I'm Going Down, and I say that weird because it's believe, B apostrophe Lieve. Believe
Sure.
I'm Going Down, and it's kind of a dark folk record. It's kind of that I never really I knew of him. He's been around forever. I think he's probably put out like 2,000 records or whatever. But I really haven't listened to any of his stuff. And this year I got that Kurt Vile record, and I really listened to it a lot. And it's really, really good.
Yeah, nice.
Like I said, it's kind of dark folky, but it's kind of fun.
Sounds great.
How about an extra? We'll throw one out there.
Okay.
How about one more?
Sure.
One more that you kind of left off your list, and maybe you're kind of.
All right. Do you want to go first?
Okay, maybe I'll go first.
I can go. Idea. Yeah, it is your idea.
And the only reason I thought of this is because I recently discovered, again, it was through Spotify, and I ended up buying her records. It's a woman named Joan Shelley, who's from Louisville. I don't know if she's from there originally or whatever, but that's where she operates out of. Again, very, very simple folk music, kind of in the vein of a Sandy Denny or a early Joni Mitchell. But I just really love her voice, and it's just pretty stuff. And her record is called Over and Even. That was the record that I guess it just came out like a couple months ago. And but if you like kind of that late 60s, early 70s folk stuff, Joan Shelley is the name. So just check her out.
All right.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. It's a little tough, a little tricky, because I had like 8 that didn't make it. So would my extra be Brandi Carlile or John Grant? I don't know. Maybe John Grant.
John Grant? What did you listen to more of?
Brandi Carlile's came out earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I think I'll be listening to Brandi Carlile a lot in the future. I think it is a long-lasting album.
I like that.
Yeah.
More of a grower.
Well, I really enjoyed it right at first. Yeah, this is what happens, folks, when you get Amoni when she's like kind of sick. Sorry.
Delirious.
I'm a little delirious.
Too many of these Ricolas.
I haven't even had one.
Do any of these?
I haven't even had one.
Yeah, all right.
But they are extra strength.
Yeah.
Glacier mint.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, probably Brandi Carlile.
Okay.
I'd say instead of a grower, I'd say she's a laster.
A laster. Okay. Okay. Well,
so I have my list on Spotify, and you as well.
Yeah.
So people can find them on Spotify. We'll add them to the Tony and Amoni links, and then I have mine on my top 10 on DowntownAuroran.com.
Sure. All right.
And the new issue of the magazine comes out in January. Yeah, winter issue.
Winter DTA mag.
Yeah, winter DTA.
Good.
So I'm working on that. What are you up to?
Little this, little that.
Yeah. You got a job.
I got a part-time job, and
can we say what it is?
Yes, I work for a communications job at the DeKalb County Health Department. But it's grant funded, so I'm not good. It's only good through like June. So
I'm pretty sure you're officially a communications specialist.
I am. That's my name or my title.
That's right.
That's my name. Fuck, I'm just gonna change it to communications specialist. Put it on my driver's license.
Oh, you're one hot communications specialist.
God, it's insane.
Right.
Everything's good with the holidays. You've got everything bought.
Yeah, we do a lot of shopping local. We do a lot of shopping at the arts and crafts markets. We went to Nido. I think that was just a week ago. We went there, and I bought stuff when I did the trip to Bloomington, Indiana. We went to arts and crafts market, and and then got stuff at the pop-up shop in downtown Aurora during Winter Lights. So I do a lot of that, try to support local artists and everything.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. I still need to get stuff. And I'll contact some people, I guess. I don't know.
There you go. I'm trying to get one of Don Picton's Creature Cuties, but man, they're like sold out.
They're hot, man. They're a
It
hot
took like
item.
a day. He put them up, and it was like sold out in a day.
He was like begging people. He's like, just give me a couple days.
I know. I love it. He's so popular.
Yeah. Hey.
Great.
Hey,
Famous DP,
good for
Don Picton.
Good for Mr. Picton.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I got because I'm a horrible uncle. I got my niece's gift cards.
Kids love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they
You're
do.
a great uncle.
No, they're not even like real gift cards. They're like the ones that they'll get them in their email, like on Christmas Day, like a email Santa.
They love you. They love this.
Sure, why not?
Kids hate dumb gifts. They just want money or
just
gift cards.
Give me money. Well,
Yeah.
Hell, I want money.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. What do you want? What do you want for Christmas? How about just a giant stack of cash?
Right?
'Tis the season.
Oh, yeah. Christmas is always funny, but I do enjoy, the gifting.
The
Giving of
is
gifts.
great.
I do not agree with the gift exchange list kind of thing where you just make a list of like 10 things you want and then somebody just goes, because I just think you can get that yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to like be creative and get something
Nice
thoughtful.
little surprise. Yeah.
So that's what I like. But
right.
I like
Keep that in mind.
I have nothing wrong with Santa.
No.
I mean, St. Nicholas, great tradition, great man. So, I mean, if people know the folk tale or the story of the actual St. Nicholas, great story there.
Yeah, he was a great humanitarian.
Exactly. So I think there's nothing wrong with any of that, and I think it's all good.
Yeah.
And
then there's Krampus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Doesn't he like kidnap the kids
like
or
German.
something? Yeah, of course it's German.
Of course it's German.
We should have had
no
Andy
shocker
on
there
to talk about Krampus. And
I know. Oh man, that'd be a good Christmas
nightmares.
special.
Yeah. Uncle Andy's Krampus Christmas.
Oh my gosh. And if you're in Aurora, you can check out the lights at Phillips Park.
Yep.
Those are always a good time. And they're free to go through, and you just kindly give a donation at the end, get some candy canes. And then also Mooseheart has a nice light display. It's only $10 per car. So we usually, get Grandma Jilly and go on over to Mooseheart and enjoy the lights.
I do like that.
Right?
I do like that.
Yeah. So all we need is some snow, and then it'll feel like the holidays. Feel like Christmas. A little white Christmas. All right. Well, it's time for my nap. That's it, folks. What more do you want from me?
Time for a little nappy nap.
That's right.
Time for a little nap.
Tony and I are going to go take a nap.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Yay.